Well, hello there, everybody. This is Auntie, and let's talk 90 Day Fiancé, Season 12, Episode 2, Trusting the Process. Shay and Annabelle.
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers and my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie to rise. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie to rise. It's time for Auntie to rise.
Welcome, everybody. This is Auntie, and we're going to talk all things 90 Day Fiancé, Season 12, Episode 2, Trusting the Process. Y'all, this was so freaking gross. When I say that there was no humor in this, in my humble opinion, there was no humor in this, in my humble opinion. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what y'all thought about this. We opened up this episode with Shay, going to preparing himself to go and pick up Annabelle. He worried that the last wife, she left some words with him. As we all know, she came downtown to the house and told him that, she was in the bed with him while he was having a discussion with Miss Annabelle. Now, the two of them were married for 4 months. They have a child together. He got the daughter living next door. He always at some party, always, just the talk of the town child. But now it is time for Annabelle to come home to come to his home for the 90-day visa, right? And so he's preparing to get her. I don't know why he got a big whole kitchen cabinet in his house. Like, I don't understand that for anything in the freaking world. But he does. He has like one of those glass things where you put your a china cabinet. That's what he got in his house, honey. I'm just like, what is in the world is going on? But he has decided that he's not going to bring her to the house because, he needs to get washed down and scrubbed down and all that kind of stuff, right? And so, he's driving to the airport, doing what he got to do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. He picks up Annabelle from the airport. She falls into his arms. She is overwhelmed. Now, she's 52 years old. And so, she has never been married. She was hooked up by Shay's friend, right? And so, one of the things that he was talking about was how he had went and got this shower from her. And, she was scrubbing him down and all that kind of stuff. So, of course, in a TLC style, they gave us a TMI. Too much information. It was too much. It was so gross. They went to this hotel that had, I think, 4 rooms in it. It was a former church or a cathedral. And the first thing that she was impressed with was the bed. Y'all, when I tell y'all that we didn't learn nothing about this woman except for the fact that she was ready to rub his fat down in the bathtub. When I tell y'all, I don't know if he got vitiligo. I don't know what he got, but he looked like he got rust stains all over his nasty body. That's probably why she rusted, washing him, because honey, the rust that was all over, he had a big old patch on the back of his neck, looked like eczema untreated. He had splotches and blotches all over his little fat, nasty body. She said, I see you done gained some weight. Now, he had already said that he was keeping up with his feet and stuff because she had given him a pedicure and everything, and he was keeping it up. Honey, when they got up in that daggone place, she was the only thing she was impressed with that bathtub. She was so gross that y'all, I'm sorry, viewer discretion is advised. This man that needed a whole can of Rustola on his body, that's what she should have got. She should have went and got some Rustola and cleaned him with that. But honey, she went to that bathtub, started putting that little stuff in there, and sat his big blotchy in there and was talking about she don't make love to anybody. I ain't gonna get as vulgar as they did. But I was like, what are we watching? I have never liked corn movies. Like never. I've never been into that. I don't need to see two people doing anything. Like, I don't need it. But I was like, this should have came with a warning. It should have came with that little signal, that the little thing that be on there explicit. Like, viewer discretion is advised up in this. Turn your eyes, take your kids out the room. Like this, in my opinion, should have came with so many warnings. Even for an old woman like me, this was too much. This wasn't a TMI. This wasn't just a regular too much information. This came with a TMMI. Too information. She talked about how she don't want to be with a man because his thing stink. She don't want his thing to stink. She gonna wash everything on this man because she don't want to be with a dirty man, and she didn't call him every. She don't want nothing on there. I'm talking about nothing. Nothing. So she goes through a whole ritual of washing him, cleaning him. I just was like, this is disgusting. Children shouldn't be watching the show. I'ma say that, Miss Giselle. How you doing, boo? Children should not be watching that. They should not be watching 90 Day, and they should not have been watching 90 Day for at least the last 5 years. This girl, exactly, but it was so overboard because of the words that were coming out of her mouth. It was corn. It was soft, in my opinion, but it was corn nonetheless. This was disgusting. She took pleasures in it. Now, when we first got introduced to them last week, they had said, it was too much. Y'all, when I tell you that it was just vulgar to me, but here's the thing that I don't like about it. And I don't mean to offend anybody. There is this stereotype that I felt like they were playing in. A stereotype that Filipino women, women from the Philippines, I'm hoping I said that correctly. If I didn't, I apologize, excuse my ignorance. But it's like they were trying to stereotype her as how can I say this? Y'all know what I'm getting ready to say. It was like they was trying, you know how there are rumors around and stereotypes about Philippine women from the Philippines, massage parlors, that kind type of stuff. That's what I felt like they were playing with in this woman's face and in our faces. That this is what they're about, that they're not educated women, they're not smart women, they're not honorable women. They are all those things. They are all those things. And it felt like to me that they were playing in our face with that. And I did not like it at all. Because I know as African American women, there are many stereotypes about us and what kind of women we are. And I just felt it. That may not have been what they were trying to do, but it sure came off that way. And she played into it to the max. And I'm going to tell you right now, I shut it down. I don't know what happened after that bath. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't tell y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. These temperatures here downtown to the Washington D.C. area is up and down, so I need some air now. I think we got up to like 90 today, and this office is hot. I didn't watch it past the and the on and her being all down in the tub and scrubbing and some things you don't need to even see for your imagination to go where your imagination gonna go. Y'all turn. I couldn't watch it. I could not watch it. That's why I never ever watch this show. Well, sometimes, very rare, but for the most part, I do not watch this show live because you don't know at this point what you're gonna see. And if you don't have, if I, let me talk for myself, if I don't have the ability to fast forward, I don't want to watch it. And I am so glad because it was so nasty in just so many ways. And the thing about it is, it's unnecessary. I have to say that. It is so unnecessary to me. We're going to watch the show. You don't have to do that. Some people probably enjoyed it, got a good kiki and a car. I ain't judging you. I am not judging you if you enjoyed it and you thought it was funny. For me, I thought it was absolutely gross for us to get into that much of their business, especially the first time we met this woman. I don't know what happened. Y'all will have to tell me in the comments section what happened because the bath scene was too much for your auntie. And then I kept thinking, why ain't he in the shower? You mean to tell me that this place don't have a stand-up shower? What you saying, baby? Agreed, a very obvious stereotype. They could have added those scenes. It just was disgusting. Sugar said, I always record because I want to fast forward with this ridiculous people. Absolutely. Yazelle said they already said she washes him and that was enough for us. Right, we didn't need proof. We didn't need proof. So I'm sorry if you disappointed that I can't tell you what happened past that bull, but it just was too much for me. And I just was like, I refuse to feed into this. I don't like it. Just like I would not like them to do something else similar to that. I don't need to know what goes on in somebody's bathroom, bedroom, or anything else. Like, I just don't. I don't know if she's a comedian or what's going on, but I can't play with everybody. I ain't gonna do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to imagine smelling it. I don't. And then here's the nasty part. I got to say this. The nasty part was after she washed all of that rustolia, that rust off of him. She took the same washcloth and washed his face. Y'all, what up? Okay, Auntie. She took the same washcloth and washed the man's face. And I mean, I'm talking about just had the washcloth like it been in the man's face. I said, so she didn't even think to go and get another washcloth. She did not think that she didn't wash all this dirt off of him, but she gonna take the dirt that she allegedly washed off of him and put it on his face so she can kiss and lick his face. I don't know what this show is turning into, but they was gross. I ain't gonna be the dead horse, but I just thought that it was gross. I almost gagged. Matter of fact, I did gag when she took that rag and washed his face like that. Anyway, that's all I got for them. I got other videos to do. Let's hit it. Thank y'all so much for being here. And until we meet again, y'all be safe in those streets, in the water, and now in the bathtub.